Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of M.F.M.F's Heavy Hitter segment. This is episode 14, and this week we got Svble. Dude's been crushing it. Just dropped the EP on Recall Records, and it's been out here murking it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Of course. So, yeah, just start off with the good basics. What's your name? Where are you from? And how'd you come up with the idea of Svble? What's the meaning behind it?
Well, my name is Sam. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I guess I've been doing electronic music for about 6 years now. Sable's like my second official project that I've actually pursued. And so I started it last year and needed because my old moniker was attached to I was just kind of doing some basic DJ stuff, some downtown gigs, the bar gig scene and stuff like that. So I needed a new direction to go, and something more artistic and meaningful. And the best way I could come up with that is to start writing a story that I could kind of tell or draw inspiration from. And in that stories have a main character, and that main character needed a name. And so I'm kind of an emo kid at heart. I wear black everywhere. I still am super into all the emo music and all that stuff. And so I found the word Svble while doing some research. And it was the way I found it was to describe something as dark or black in color. And I was like, oh, that's super moody and cool, and fits the vibe that I want to go for. So I did my research and checked out to see what was around, and decided to go with a V for the A to make it unique and uniquely mine. And so now we have a character that we follow through the music. So that's where Svble comes from.
Nice. I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
It's not just like a persona or something. It's like a full story it lays out and all that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think it's how I connect with the art that I connect with it the most in the deepest levels always have this cool lore and background to it. And so I'm I want to make that kind of stuff too. So why not do it,
Yeah, dude, that's sick. So I guess starting out, what would you say your biggest struggle was? First couple years, something you struggled with the most?
I struggled with a lot of things that didn't matter.
Yeah.
A lot of mindset stuff about being confident in myself and being comfortable with who I am as an artist and who I am as a DJ and how I present myself, all that stuff. I've struggled really, really hard with that, and a lot of self-esteem issues, honestly, big time. I'd say that was my main struggle because I've been a musician since I was 7 years old. So the music part has always come not easy, but I've
a little more natural.
Yeah. And so the part about it was definitely the whole networking thing too, networking with people, reaching out, communicating with to get gigs and all that stuff. That was probably my biggest struggle to figure out when I started out. The music thing just kind of has progressed along, in my opinion, nicely, and I really have enjoyed that journey. It's just been the live, all the other crap that goes around it. It's been my biggest struggle.
No, I feel that. Especially, you go to a show and you go to talk to someone, there's so many people backstage that are already blowed up, and cause it's kind of a small humbling feeling, just being oh shit, I'm surrounded by all these people,
right. And they're so confident and they're just comfortable, and I'm hey, I'm the new guy, whatever. It was a good journey, and I've learned a lot, and I feel a lot more comfortable now. But that was it was a tough little hill to overcome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you had a side project, what genre would it be? Something completely way off, kind of what you've been doing, or?
So the goal for me is to encompass almost any kind of style eventually. But if I could do something at the moment and do a side project, I'd probably do I'd probably go back to being a drummer in like a post-hardcore band. I think that would be so
Ooh,
much fun to get back into and like
yeah.
do, but that's not that because that's not happening at all. I would love to do that. So
Nice. That'd be sick. Um, so I guess kind of going off that, what hobbies did you have kind of before music? Sounds like you did a lot of like drumming outside of EDM.
yeah, so I didn't really start electronic music or really was into it until I heard Bass Cannon by Flex Pavilion in
Yep.
2011. Like when that came out, I was like, yo. um, and some homies showed it to me. So before that, I was really pretty much like a drummer. I was religious. I played for my church and stuff like that. So that took a lot of my time and priority. I was a sports player for 13 years as well. So
Nice.
that was I played football for a long time. So
Okay.
um, I didn't start my journey musically till after college when football was done. I did theater. I graduated with a theater degree on
Oh
top of
shit.
doing football. So it was a
That's
bunch of
dope.
a bunch of different things,
Yeah.
um, but yeah. So really, after college and that died down, music pursuing electronic music became like my main priority. So I just
Yeah.
had to do day job and electronic music. So now, but yeah.
Nice. How would you say you kind of, I guess, juggle working, being in the DAW every day? Do you use Ableton or FL or?
I'm an Ableton guy.
Nice.
At the moment, I'm not actually producing like at all. I haven't really written anything new in about a month or two, but it's been good. Something for me that I like to do is take breaks quite often and then
Oh
come
yeah.
back later with new stuff. I'm not one of those people who can be in every day. Unfortunately, I wish I could because I respect
Oh yeah.
anybody who
No,
can
it's
nail that, man. It's
insane.
amazing. Um, but yeah, so yes, did that answer the question? I'm sorry, I rambled and I I
No,
lost my
you're
place.
chilling. I guess you have like when you are in the flow and kind of producing and all that, you have like a set schedule that you like wake up and do it a certain
Um,
like from this amount of days, or you just kind of do it whenever you're feeling it.
I pretty much go with when I'm feeling it. There's times where I'm on where I can like chill and I can sit down and just work, and I can either start something new or I can just tweak something all day long or mix or whatever. Or but then some days then there's some days that I can't. So
Oh yeah.
on the days that I can, it's like I can work all day. I can get up. I'm an early riser. My work schedule has me up at like 5 a.m. So
Damn.
on my days off, I like to get up early and I take the advantage of the time that I'm up early when nothing's going on. So I like to work early in the morning now. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Um, so it's kind of some non-EDM artists you listen to.
Okay. The Weekend,
Nice.
Post Malone, um, Lady Gaga. So I've gotten a lot more into like pop music recently, just because
Yeah.
a lot of the productions just really started to freaking go up, and it's awesome to listen to. Um, let's see, who am I listening to outside of EDM? I always revisit Mac Miller. He has my heart and soul
Always.
forever, always.
Forever. Oh.
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty. And the Kid Cudi's new album is really good too. If you ever listen to that, J. Cole's new album too.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess that's kind of where I'm at with music outside of electronic music at the moment. Yeah.
Nice. Do you pull kind of inspiration from each of those people and like put in your own music, or is there like a certain artist you really listen to, kind of depict what they're doing, and then kind of take inspiration off that?
Okay. I think I do draw a little inspiration from the pop music. I'm really interested in future bass music at the moment, and kind of
Mhm.
where my EP resides in the more colorful bass music scene. Like I'm really into what's going on there, and some people really pushing the boundaries. So like that's where I'm gaining a lot of inspiration from, is that cool, like some really cool future rhythm, future dubstep stuff at the moment. It's
Yeah.
really getting my gears rolling. So it's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's crazy hearing how, especially like perfectly done in your EP, just like big kind of bursty synths, and then with like kind of grimy bass under it though, and it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
perfect combo. And
yeah. I love the really pretty ethereal stuff on top of it being like super grungy. It's like it's such a awesome combo. I'm just so it gives me chills thinking about it.
yeah, honestly, um, that's one of my favorite ones. What is the craziest thing you ever witnessed at a show? Either like in the crowd, like playing, just some kind of event, or someone doing something that just like left you speechless.
So my a couple of years, probably about a year before COVID, like I believe probably like 2018-ish. We had this little venue in Nashville called the Back Corner, and it's like with the home, like the locals kind of had a cool like spot to like feel like a main stage, but it was still like a small room. It was really, really cool spot.
Yeah.
But we were playing a show there, and my roommate at the time just comes up behind me in like he's got a scooter, you know, those like scooters that you ride around the city on. He brought
Oh
one in.
yeah.
He just
Yeah.
brought one into the venue and is behind me over like with it over his head, just like pumping it to the music. It was great.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Security like didn't say, was there security there or something?
Not really. No, there is at the front, but like the back door was always open for like, you know, people
Okay.
to do whatever. And so security was kind of lax back there. But yeah, they
Sit
just
on his scooter.
that just comes in on a scooter, like chilling. I mean, but like if you knew you knew him, it's like it makes total sense. Shout
That
out Milk
does make
Chalk, my homie.
Oh, that's great. That's why I love asking that question, because just the replies are the most craziest thing you would
Oh
really
yeah.
could even think of. Like I just picture that someone coming in on a scooter, just be like, yeah.
Right,
Everyone's just like,
right.
oh shit.
That's and more or less, yeah. What you would expect would happen. It was great. I bet you hear some crazy stuff too, man, because there's no telling. I've played bars for like 4 years, and just you know, just drunk motherfuckers are just crazy. So
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, that's one of the best ones. Um, what's one thing you wish you knew about the music industry prior to stepping into it? Kind of like how people behave or how it works, or some kind of tip you wish you got before.
um I would say that don't worry so much about everybody else. Just worry about you, do what you love, and make more of the music that you want to hear, because like
Mm.
that's what's going to get you farther, and that's what's going to get you, that's going to make you happier. That's going to get more people to really be interested in what you're doing, is to do exactly what you want to do and not try to be anybody else. I think now emulating is cool, obviously for learning purposes, but like, you know, really take some time and just do what you want to do, and do it the best of your ability, because I spent too long trying to sound like other people, you know? And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing I heard. I was talking to this one guy, I think it's like Wookie's manager or something like that. And he was talking about, it's like, someone can be as good as Excision, but if they sound like Excision, there's already,
Exactly. There's already an Excision. There's already a Skrillex. There's already, you know, there's already, well, I was going to say Bass Nectar, but, you know, we don't want to be like him. But, like, you
yeah,
know, there's those people are at the top for a reason, you know?
yeah.
And while figuring out how they do it's cool, don't try to be like them, and don't change, take what they do and just flip it on its head and look at it from a new perspective, you know.
Oh,
That's how you can take inspiration from people without trying to sound too much like them, you know. But yeah, that's definitely been my biggest thing, and even now still overcoming that, you know. I still struggle with that super hard, about like really staying true to what I want to do. So
hmm.
that's my biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it blows me away too how people have like such a unique sound where they can do different leads, but it's like, you hear a Midnight Tea song, you're like, oh, it's
Oh,
Midnight
yeah,
Tea.
that's totally them, right.
It's yeah, it blows me away how people can just change a sound so much, but it's still so distinctive to them.
Yes.
That's just like Snails is kind of like another. Dude, it's just
100%.
like it's crazy.
Right. Skrillex is like my main inspiration for starting music, and his tunes are always just like, no matter what he does to me, it always just sounds exactly like him, and it's amazing. So
Hmm. Um, out of all the shows you played, which one was like the perfect night, perfect crowd set? Was just like totally smooth, like everything was just amazing.
it was right before everything shut down in January of 2019. I believe it was February. I can't remember, but it was January, February 2019. Trampa came through town, came through Nashville, and I got asked to open for him. And man, it was like, it's probably my biggest crowd that I've played for
Yeah,
still. And which, I mean, yeah, but and it just, I have people still like going, we're getting back to live stuff around Nashville and whatnot, and as I go out and see people again, they're like, bro, your fucking Trampa show though, like I was
oh,
like,
you
man.
shit.
Yeah, so I got a lot of people still like coming up to me about it. So it was the set was like, I had it was movie perfect, you know what I mean? It was an
Damn.
amazing night. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely amazing. Are you doing any shows outside of the area, outside the state, kind of?
I am. So I'm doing a tour with a couple of homies.
Nice.
Just because, EP release, then go play it in front of people, right? So
Exactly.
so we're doing a tour through the just kind of the Mid-South area. We're going to start in Nashville, and then we're going to Louisville, Kentucky, and then we're doing Evansville, Indiana, and Huntsville, Alabama, all in a week.
Nice. Oh,
Um, yeah, so we're doing it. We're starting it July 6th and ending on July 10th. So it's gonna be
yeah,
cool.
there's gonna be some running around.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. I've done just a little, like a 3-day run on a weekend before, but like doing it through the entire week is gonna be really cool. I'm excited, and
Nah.
my boys are really excited to go with me. So it's gonna be a time.
Yeah, do you guys have like a big like RV something or like big tour bus or?
No, we're doing it as DIY as possible, as cheap as
Nice.
possible. Just driving
Oh yeah.
in somebody's car, just packing the CDJs in the back and rolling up, plugging in, playing, and going home. And it's gonna be fun.
Oh dude, that's great. Yeah, let me know if you ever make it out to Colorado. I just moved to Fort Collins, so
Oh,
if
nice!
you're ever in the area,
Congrats.
do let me know.
Yes, dude, for sure. I believe that that's probably a goal of mine, is to be moving out west, probably the Colorado area within the next 2 or 3 years. So we'll definitely have to link up for
Oh
sure.
yeah, no, it'd be crazy. Um, shit, guess we're on the last one.
Oh, that
Uh,
was quick.
yeah, damn. So if you're not already, at what point would you be content with your music career?
um, at what point? That's a tough one.
That's why I saved that one for last. Always.
So I guess my ultimate goal is to like, I really want to accomplish a visual side of my music. And so even with this EP, there's a storyline with it. And what I want to do is eventually illustrate that storyline to go along with music. So like, you think about, you have a video, or you have the song, and then you have a video that goes along with the song that tells the story of the
Mm-hmm.
song. So I think what my ultimate goal is, when I can do that with a full length album,
Damn.
actually be able to do like, 10 to 12, 10 songs, say 10 songs, fully illustrated, fully animated, along like a whole, like basically mini
Yeah.
series with an album. I think that will be like my, like, I fucking did it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if I can do that and play it in front of people, I think that will be like my pinnacle. So
Yeah, that's always I love when artists do that. Like what's that one song by I think it's Ganja White Night, Track Chill or something like that.
mhm.
And every time they drop it, they do like the full story and like the music goes
Yes.
with the whole intro and
Yes, yes, big
oh
time. That's exactly what I want to do. That, like, not necessarily live situation. I'm really a big fan of still being able to do, like, I want to do a journey, but I like the visuals to be a little more like not as pointed, but like definitely that storytelling aspect, I want to bring that to like the music big time. So
Oh yeah, shit, that is awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited to see what you got coming up. Uh,
Yeah, me too. I really haven't. I'm like I released the EP and I have had a couple of remixes that I had done that are like one got released and the other just chilling at the moment waiting. But like we'll take some time off after tour and then write some new stuff. So we'll see what
nice.
happens. I'm excited.
Roughly, I guess, how long did it take to make the EP? Like, I know it's kind of a broad question, but
Well, it's I guess it technically was 2 years in the making. So the title track Chroma Shift is a song I've rewritten probably 3 or 4 times over the past like 2 or 3 years. And um it's just because I had a connection with the song for whatever reason, and I just kept it around, and it kept changing, and as I kept changing as what I wanted to do artistically. And so like finally I kind of found this newer style, this newer colorful color-based future rhythm style, and it just kind of molded into that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So like, that one took 2 years. And then the song Black Rose Night is something I wrote in like a month. You know what I mean? So like it's all over the place. But like
yeah.
when I finally got down to like the meat of the project and being like, okay, I have 5 tunes that I know that I want to make into an EP. It probably took about 3 or 4 months of finishing up everything, mixing everything down the best that I could, and then doing a master and then pitching. And Recall like was on it. It was awesome. Like I sent it to Wesley over at Recall and he was like, dude, let's go. And huge shout out to him and
Oh
Recall,
yeah.
man, for giving me a shot at it and really, really just believing in the EP and getting behind it, man. Like for real, it's been a pleasure working with them, and just I couldn't have asked for anything better. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, it is dope. Definitely. Yeah, I hit him up and I was just kind of like, yo, always see fire coming from this, from Recall, always posting awesome shit,
Mm.
kind of told him the whole idea of the whole interviews and all that. And I was like, just saw EP came out, kind of what's the move. And he was like, yep, let me get in contact, see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know, like,
Love it.
boom, boom, boom. He's just awesome dude, though.
Yeah, I love it. He's a pleasure to work with, and just I can't wait to do more. So
Oh, yeah. Well, shit, it's been, ugh, fuck me. It's been such an honor having you on.
dude, yes,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much for your time and all that, all the words of wisdom.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's been a pleasure talking. It's cool to actually sit down and like talk about it, because I've been working on it for so long, and now that it's out and being able to share about it's really cool. So I really appreciate the opportunity, man.
Oh,
Thank
of
you.
course. Yeah, no, that's definitely big idea behind this whole project, doing the interviews and stuff is, you can go on YouTube, type in sudden death interview, and
Right,
list of
exactly.
stuff
Yeah.
pops up. There's so much people kind of in the underground doing just as if not better stuff, that's also
Right.
amazing. And they don't, necessarily have the spotlight to explain more of it and give people a chance to
Right.
relate and all that. So
Right. Well,
oh, yeah,
I respect the fuck out of that, man. So hell yeah. Thank you again.
of
I really
course, thank
appreciate it.
you.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, and then fucking thank you guys for tuning in too. We'll be back next week. Have to come see who it is, and yeah, appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys.